Great. So we'll finish this document, ये last paragraph करके, and then we will take up any questions, whatever, and then we'll move to shortly touch upon prayers and meditations wala video. Huh? So, if any one of you would like to start reading this paragraph.
I'll read.
Yes.
How can we get rid of Abhiman, hurt pride? Oh good Havel, yeah Have, oh good Have. First of all, see how utterly disastrous it is. It is very petty. It is destructive. And then take a step farther, and hold yourself up to ridicule. See to what extent you are ludicrous. So in this way, you get rid of it. But so long as you take it seriously, so long as you justify the movement, so long as somewhere in the mind there's the idea, after all, it is quite natural, I was ill treated and I suffer from the ill treatment, then it is finished. It will never go. But if you begin to understand that it is a sign of weakness, of inferiority, naturally, of a very considerable egoism, a narrow mindedness, and above all, of a pittiness of the feelings, a small heartedness. If you understand that, you can fight it. But your thought should be in agreement. If there is the attitude, I have been hurt, I am suffering, I am going to show that I am suffering, then it is like that. I'm not going so far as to mention people who nurse a fairly secret spirit of vengeance and say, I have been made to suffer, I shall make them suffer. This indeed becomes nasty enough for people to notice that it should not exist, though it is not always easy to resist. It indicates something very petty in the nature. It may be very sensitive, it may be very emotional, it may have a certain intensity, but it is quite petty. It is all turned back on oneself and is quite petty. आगे का पढ़ूं क्या?
Yes, पूरा कर ही लीजिए.
Of course, you can use your reason if you have one which works. You can make use of the reason and can tell yourself something which is very true. That is our being, it is only egoism which always suffers. And that if there was no egoism, there would be no suffering. And that if one wants the spiritual life, one must overcome his egoism. So the first thing to do is to look straight at the suffering, perceive to what an extent it is the expression of a very petty egoism, and then sweep the place clean, make a clean ground, and say, I don't want this dirt. I am going to clean my inner chamber.
Yes, yes. So, what? Any thoughts on this?
Why it's written hurt pride in the very first question?
Hurt pride because it's always hurt. कुछ ना कुछ चलता ही रहता है. Because see, imagine that there is a boundary. As long as there is a boundary, it will get hurt. कुछ ना कुछ उस पे जाके लग जाएगा. It will get hit. But if there is no boundary, है ना, कि ये मैं हूं, ऐसी कोई बाउंड्री करके नहीं होगी, तो वो हिट करने को क्या होगा? जैसे आप हवा में, यू कैन नॉट हिट, सोर्ड कैन नॉट किल द एयर बिकॉज इट्स नॉट देयर, लाइक इट्स देयर येट इट्स नॉट देयर. बट अ सोर्ड कैन हिट द वॉल because the wall is very solid. So whenever we get hurt, and it's only pride or abhiman which gets hurt. So whenever we get hurt, although it's painful and we have to undergo a little bit of suffering owing to that, एक्चुअली में एक हमारा अगर पार्ट उसमें साथ साथ ये भी रिकॉग्नाइज कर ले कि yes, it is my ego which is hurt, because that is the only thing that can get hurt, only the ego gets hurt. and what is the required progress I need to make through this situation, then it's very easy to go forward. But if I keep on getting stuck in that hurt, feeling of suffering, who did that to me, and I will take the revenge and all that, then it's a vicious loop. One can actually never get out of it. So hurt pride मेरे ख्याल से इसलिए होगा because pride always gets hurt, just like, it's like a wall. So wall would always get hit at by something. Yeah. And this is something which is very common to human population. It's not that this happens only, to certain people and does not happen to others, because egoism is a common phenomenon. As long as we are a human being, some or the other degree of egoism will be there. और वही challenge है हम सबका, because we have to kind of slowly, gradually, as and when we are ready, we have to let go of this ego ultimately, and realize that it's actually making me limited rather than, letting me progress in life. तो इसमें वही है कि मतलब इट्स नॉट समथिंग दैट वन हैज टू बी अशेम्ड ऑफ कि मेरे में ईगो है, बिकॉज सब में होती है ना, वेरिंग डिग्रीज में होती है. द फ्लेवर्स आर डिफरेंट. सम हैज स्ट्रॉबेरी फ्लेवर ईगो, no, some has a chocolate flavored ego. The flavors are different, the textures are different, but ego is ever present in everybody. So there is nothing that one can be, one needs to be ashamed of कि ये मेरे में ही है, तेरे में नहीं है, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. Yeah. So anything on this paragraph? Your own experiences with egoism. I'm sure there'll be so many
Yeah,
interesting ones. Yeah.
it's quite. Actually, this is I've come at the right time. I think I entered and you started on this paragraph because I mean, so for me, it's to be honest, I find that I can almost bring almost or at least almost every issue to the ego
Yeah.
because it's such a root cause of almost everything.
Ji, ji.
And because every petty and every big thing is stemming from the ego. And this particular point that Mother wrote about is, I feel, the most relevant aspect in society as well as myself, how I've been living in society or functioning, because we function based on this,
Yeah.
based on making a living or proving something or making a life out of meaningful life, like they call it,
Hmm.
or proving. For them, the meaning also stems from the ego, right? The whole
Yeah.
meaning of surviving.
Yes.
So this point is really quintessential. It's very
Hmm.
important, and I guess it's apt that it's in the end because it kind of summarizes
Hmm.
the stemming of the ego and what we live for in society generally before we realize that's coming from the ego.
Hmm.
The purpose of our existence is around this point. Um, so, so for me, this is one ego. Yeah, ego is it's the root of a lot of problems as far as I'm concerned. But then, that's how I see it. But then this particular point, this whole thing about how to conduct oneself in society is based on our ego, which is kind of highlighted in this paragraph.
Hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Ritu, would you like to share your own experiences here?
For a very long time, I never used to believe that I have ego.
अच्छा नहीं,
So
शेयर करिए, ठीक है. हाँ, हाँ.
for a very long time, I was like, मेरे में तो ego है ही नहीं. सब ठीक है. Ego ऐसा थोड़ी होता है. You have a definition of ego, when you look at others and like you feel that only this, if this is there, then it is ego. So many a times those subtle things you don't see, that is also because of ego. So I think now I have started looking, at ego in a broader terms, that how actually what must be, ego. So
Yeah.
if I get hurt at some point, then first I check back, is it because of ego, or is it something else? So that was not there previously. So for very many years I used to like believe, नहीं नहीं ऐसा ऐसा करते हैं तो ही ego होता है, there is a bad sort of a behavior, with somebody is like trying to show the power on you or trying to control certain things about your life, then it's because they have ego. Or if they are having, they show certain sort of emotions like jealousy, or they're not no allowing you to move forward if you're good enough in some activity. And if your boss is like doesn't want you to just do those activities, you feel they have ego. But I think that's not the only definition. We have many things which is very subtle, and it needs to be understood that it is also ego, which is not easily seen or
Yeah.
visible. So as a teacher, when initially it used to happen, if some child is arguing, that teacher thingy would be like, कैसे argue कर सकते हैं, so that comes very naturally. मैं teacher हूँ, मेरे सामने कैसे argue कर सकते हैं.
बिल्कुल.
Now it doesn't happen. Now I think in a different mode, कि भाई क्यों argument हो रहा है, या कुछ पूछ रहे हैं, या they are saying something which I do not like it, but they are saying that, so there must be what sort of reason behind that. So that reaction is different. अभी भी कभी कभी हो जाता है, बट फिर भी काफी कम है. पहले तो बहुत ऐसे होता था. एंड दैट यूज टू ऑल्सो गेट सम हर्ट, कि कोई ऐसे कैसे बोल के चला गया,
True.
नो मुझे क्यों बोल के चला गया. तो वो वहां पे भी ईगो हर्ट हो जाती है, कि
बिल्कुल.
ऐसे थोड़ी बोल सकते हैं, इतना करते हैं फिर भी ऐसे बोल दिया. सो दैट इज नाउ सीन इन अ डिफरेंट वे.
Right, right. Beautiful. Very nice. Yes, Ritu. Mute. You are muted, Ritu.
Yeah, so ego, I find it very confusing because each and everything which we do, I mean, even the smallest of action which we do comprises somewhere or the other of our ego also. So let's say if I think I am doing this course and I am trying to move ahead and I am trying to kind of, be a little better than what the other person is doing. Maybe the other person is just into the regular day-to-day thing of um, which we need to kind of realize and rise from. So I have started doing it. So that's also ego. If I think I'm teaching my son, I'm raising him well, even that's ego. So whatever you do is ego. I mean, I see it's difficult to think of anything which is not ego.
Right, right. हाँ, लेकिन अभी जो हम जिस पर्टिकुलर चीज पे बात कर रहे हैं, the thing is hurt pride. When we feel hurt, there are many a times when we feel hurt, because
Okay, okay. We're talking about hurt pride here. I'm sorry I missed it in between.
हाँ. So it's a part of ego only. It's a very huge part of ego. So yes,
Yeah.
you're right that ego is the ladder. Ego is the
Hmm.
one that takes us towards, surrender even, है ना? वो ego ही तो लेके आ रही है. But then we will at the moment focus on when we feel hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, try to maybe pick out those instances where I have felt hurt and what was the course of action I took forward.
Hmm. But a lot of times, now that thought is there in the mind, which we discussed earlier, that when we have expectations, it's like having a begging bowl. I
True.
mean, it's best not to have expectations, so not to have a begging bowl. So
Bilkul.
that is a little confusing. I mean, I think isn't it always that we are having some expectations, whether it's thodi or zada, but expectations somewhere or the other they always crop up.
Yeah, they do. They do.
So whenever the expectations are not met, it's like kind of, the ego getting hurt.
True, true. Yeah, bilkul. Bilkul.
So till the time we have expectations, we have a begging bowl, I think that hurt pride will be there either in a lesser form or in a bigger form that it affects us.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो and that is the reason why I focus many a times because this thing what I practically experience with my own life that if I am not able to give myself to something higher
Hmm.
uh, to give my life to something higher these things keep on bothering us and
Yeah.
I have come to terms more or less with the fact now that the ego is not going to leave me. Ego is going to stay. But ये हो सकता है कि उसका hold मेरे ऊपर कितना है, मुझे उससे थोड़ी सी राहत मिल जाए. For example, for example, if I get hurt through a person's comment or whatever, I get hurt. There are two, three possibilities where I can take it. पहली possibility तो ये है that I get hurt and I am getting the juice of that hurt and I am proving myself right that yes, उसने गलत किया, मैंने सही किया, all this reason that goes on in the head, है ना, और ये नहीं होना चाहिए था, staying on the first floor, the floor of ego. The second thing which if I am in love with my progress in life, then only I will be able to choose that. The second thing is that I say to myself, yes, I am hurt. And but I don't want to remain there. I don't want to enter into that story into my head because there is no end there. I am not going to find any resolution because of in the past also I have never found any resolution there. Just owing through from my experiences, I see that I have not found any resolution on the first floor or the floor of the ego. So what do? When I get hurt, I just realized that yes, there was a boundary present. There was something in me that got hurt. इसका मतलब कुछ ना कुछ बाउंड्री थी. मुझे उस सिचुएशन ने ये बता दिया कि ईगो थी. ठीक है. How can I take it as a stepping stone towards my progress? Can I make myself kinder through that instance? Can I make myself go deeper within my being? Can I make myself a little quieter, silent, maybe lack of words at times? And can I make myself move into a larger picture? What was this instance trying to show me? ना अब ये मेरी चॉइस है और इसमें ना किसी का भी कोई जोर नहीं चल सकता. Nobody can pressurize me to choose hurt or to choose progress. It's totally my life. I choose where do I want to be. And it's not that many a times I do fall a prey to to a few minutes of ruminating on that hurt. Yes, we all do that. But then again, whenever I'm ready, I allow myself to move from there. Because at the level of hurt, at the level of ego, there is hardly any progress. There is stagnancy and bitterness. But at the level of letting go of the ego, I know that I'm hurt and I want to make it as a stepping stone. I want to use the intensity of the hurt to make myself go further in life, to have a look at the things from the larger point of view. Tab wo bhi, it's like, how much love I have for my own life. I don't want to waste it on hurt. So, right attitude can actually shift. We all have abhiman. Abhiman is not something which, no one of us is spared from abhiman. Degree उसके ऊपर नीचे हो सकती है. Jealousy, hatred, anger, revenge, all of us have this. Human beings, globally have these emotions. तो अब ये हमने चूज करना है कि मुझे किस तरीके की लाइफ चाहिए. मुझे आज का पूरा दिन बर्बाद करना है उसके बारे में सोच सोच के और मुझे पता है उस कल पे कुछ मिलना नहीं है, और आई वॉन्ट टू मूव ऑन. और मेरे साथ ये हुआ है कि whenever because I kind of have given myself to higher works again and again, तो होता क्या है, that really helps me to move ahead. When things don't keep on sticking onto me, they may stick for a couple of hours, yes, but then more longer they don't have any say because I don't let them. मैंने कहा भाई तेरे बारे में बाद में सोचेंगे, अभी बहुत काम है, like that. So mother's statement only that an aimless life is a miserable life, because if we don't have any aim in life, a higher aim, then I keep on getting stuck and getting revolved again and again in that misery. This is one thing which I have observed with myself, how to go ahead with after getting hurt. And it's okay to get hurt, one allow. बचपन में कहा जाता है कि चोट नहीं लगनी चाहिए, चोट नहीं लगनी चाहिए, बहुत कहते हैं बच्चों को, ध्यान रखो ध्यान रखो. तो हमें आदत हो जाती है कि पेन से दूर भागना है. But I have found for myself that the more pain I allow myself to go through, the more divine grace it brings into my life. It's okay to have pain, it's okay to get hurt at times. That's a way towards progress. जब वैष्णो देवी की यात्रा पे जाते हैं, people get really aches in their legs, but then they have a higher aim, they know what they are aiming at. So one has to actually also allow oneself to go through that hurt, that it's okay, as long as I have a boundary, I will get hurt and it's okay, but moving on is also important.
So what all you will include in the higher aim, like self growth or a self inner growth or maybe something else?
Yes, inner growth can be one aim. And I have given many a times this little example that even if I have a very little short sentence as my aim, I want inner peace at all times. अब आप देखो, जैसे आपको हर्ट फील होगी, आप देखोगे कि यू आर नॉट इन द, योर पीस हैज बीन डिस्टर्ब्ड एंड यू अगेन पास थ्रू द सिचुएशन इन फ्रंट ऑफ दिस एम, that if I want inner peace at all times, would I be indulging myself in these stories in the head? You would say no, I would not be doing that. तो इतने से भी काम चल जाता है.
So it's not like making something big. It can
नहीं,
be very little also.
वेरी लिटिल. देखो अब इसमें क्या है, मुझे अपनी शांति से मतलब है, आपने इतना सा एम रखा, और जैसे ही नेक्स्ट टाइम वो सिचुएशन हुई आपके साथ वेयर यू फेल्ट हर्ट and the story was about to go in your head, you immediately give it away because you realize that my aim is more important than the juice of the ego. I don't want the juice of the ego. So you don't allow that to happen. Just a second, I have to take this. Yes.
But then what if like this is what we can do it further now, to do things so which has yet not occurred. You can help yourself control your hurt factor, but there are many a time certain things which have already happened, and that hurt doesn't go. It's
Yeah.
still there with you.
हाँ.
So or maybe many a times it happens, you realize certain mistakes you have done, and then you realize it later on that this was a mistake, and because of that realization you get hurt.
हाँ, राइट. अगेन
तो फिर
वही चीज है, देखो ज्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड तो नहीं है, इट्स नॉट रियली कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. एवरीबडी हैज अ पास्ट, everybody has a past history of errors and mistakes. You are not alone. One has to remind oneself that I am not alone. The whole humankind has a history of mistakes and errors. Okay, now again I have this present moment with me. Where do I want myself to be? In the daldal, in the trap of that emotions and the past and all that, or towards the future and in the present making the best use of it, giving myself to something which takes me higher, which takes me further. We have a choice each moment. हम ये नहीं बोल सकते कि मेरे पास चॉइस नहीं है, वो थॉट आ जाता है और मैं कुछ कर नहीं पाती. नहीं बोल सकते हम ये. बस ये हो सकता है, इट माइट बी जस्ट एन इंडिकेटर दैट एट द मोमेंट I don't have enough self mastery so that thought should not enter my mind. That thought enters my mind and it does all the things that it has to do and it goes away and I am helpless. So slowly using the free will, one has to make oneself stronger. धीरे धीरे यूज करके फ्री विल को, कि नेक्स्ट टाइम when that story comes to my head and it is about to enter my head, I involve myself in higher works and I say to it, no, I am not allowing you entry. And slowly फिर वो आना बंद कर देती है. It does not come then. Slowly it loses the hold on you. Because उसको भाव नहीं मिलता ना, आप उसको भाव नहीं दे रहे हो. As long as you will keep on entertaining that fellow, imagine that you have a person, a neighbor who keeps on coming to you. You don't like his talk, but he keeps on coming to you. So as long as I do not tell him that hey, I'm not interested in your talk, he will keep on coming. उसको लगेगा इसको बड़ा मजा आता है मेरी बात में. The moment I one day honestly tell him कि sir आप मेरे पड़ोसी जरूर हैं, चाय पत्ती और चीनी के लिए आ जाया करे, बट ये इन चीजों के लिए मेरे पास समय नहीं है. द मोमेंट यू से दैट, he will think about it next time, from whether I should go or not. So it's like that only. So अगर मुझे लग रहा है कि उनका होल्ड, पास्ट का होल्ड मेरे ऊपर अभी भी है, it just means to tell me that I am entertaining them. Yeah. I must be getting some juice out of it. We all do that. We enjoy that. Because lack of higher purpose, because we don't have much to do in our lives. So, imagine that there is a fire in my backyard. I have to attend to that. उस समय मेरे को ये ख्याल नहीं बर्बाद कर सकेंगे. But the moment I am empty, वो कुछ करने को नहीं है, क्या करूं इस जिंदगी का, इतनी बेकार बोगस जिंदगी, तब वो ख्याल और कुछ होता ही नहीं है, तो वो करते हैं चलो आओ और कुछ नहीं कर रहे तो हमारे साथ बातें कर लो. Then we cannot even negate them for the lack of higher work. Yeah. And this feeling of revenge also, I have felt this feeling of revenge, and thankfully I have never pushed myself to walk that path, but I know how it feels. It's not a nice feeling, one feels very bittery inside, and that I have been hurt and now I am going to make the other person suffer, and things like that. It's a trap. It's a really a sad trap. And if one can have a higher work, towards which you devote yourself, and higher work can be anything, even my regular office work can become a higher work. My regular home work can become a higher work. It's that how, what is my inner state when I'm doing those works. अगर मैं उसमें अपने आप को समर्पित कर रही हूँ, I am offering myself in those works, then these things will not take up much time in my life, that now I have been hurt and I want to make the other person also feel that I am hurt, because it's a nasty drainage of energy, and yeah, one should avoid going there. It's a trap actually. There is no resolution to be found there. आंसर नहीं मिलता है. होता क्या है कि we think that the other person will understand, but the other person never understands, because we are all so different in nature and in the mental domain also, that no matter how many times you discuss with a person, the other person will never be able to fully understand what you want to say. बार बार वो करना पड़ेगा, नहीं नहीं मैं तो ये कह रही थी तूने ये समझ लिया, मैं तो ये कह रही थी, ओ सॉरी तूने ये समझ लिया, बार बार this thing happens. So the best is to stay as silent as possible. That is what I am kind of learning in my life, and offer your even relationships to the divine, offering even the relationships to the mother, saying that there is nothing that I want actually from this relationship, because the moment I begin to want, it all complicates affairs, entangles affairs. Yeah. Yes. So mother is saying that this hurt, pride may have some intensity, but it is very petty in nature. It's lower. It's lower. And that is why one has to constantly negate it from our path. Whatever keeps you stuck and stagnant, negate it. I don't want it. I don't want it. And then you slowly also develop the strength to move ahead. फिर छोटी छोटी चीजें परेशान नहीं करती once you are able to negate it. And then mother is saying, then of course you can also use reason, that you can tell yourself that if I'm hurt, it must be my egoism that is hurt, and I don't want to give it attention. It's okay to suffer a little. I don't want to focus on that. Yeah, and if there was no egoism, there will be no suffering. So it's good that suffering happens, because it tells me that yes, there was again a boundary on which I was getting stuck. That this is how things must happen and other things are not allowed. Again, we make boundaries again and again. And then anything happens against that boundary, I suffer. Because I say that, oh, ये तो होना नहीं था, ये तो बिल्कुल गलत था, ये कैसे हो गया? That means to say that I know the best how things are supposed to happen, but the fact is that I don't know the best many times. Right? And then mother is saying that one constantly has to clean the inner chamber so that the divine presence can be established there. Constantly उसको साफ रखना है. साफ कैसे रखना है? First step is aspiration. चाह होनी चाहिए, willingness होनी चाहिए. बिना willingness के कुछ नहीं होने वाला. If I don't want to purify my life can never be purified. So first there has to be a willingness. Second step is rejection. Rejection of all that creates garbage in my being. And we all have a taste for that. We know what is garbage in life. All these thoughts that come again and again and overpower us. And we give them space, so they keep on running in the head again and again in loop. This is the garbage. This is the biggest garbage. All those feelings that come again and again, and we give them space and allow them, and then we are feeling even more bittery and full of hate and revenge. So I allow it. मैं उसको reject नहीं कर पाई. So the moment I have an aspiration that yes, I want my life to be purified now, I don't want this rubbish, only then rejection can happen. And then slowly, after this personal effort is kind of, towards going towards maturity, ripening, then you are able to offer the whole being to the mother, to the divine, that now आगे का काम जैसे मैराथन में करते हैं ना, you pass over that thing to the other person. So you pass over that sadhana to the divine, that the divine does the sadhana for you. But before that, a personal effort is very, very much, constantly required actually. And until the last breath actually, the personal effort also, because ego has a tendency to come back again and again. So aspiration and rejection will be needed until the end of the life. But ये है कि ज़्यादा काम फिर हम आगे उसको delegate कर चुके होंगे. Divine, mother, you do the sadhana for me. You allow me to take the light, you guide me and all that. Yes. Or actually, this actually works, because if I tell myself, owing to this reason that I have now in my head, that it's only ego that suffers, I will not be able to suffer for a long time when the next hurt occurs to me. नहीं कर पाऊंगी मैं ज़्यादा देर तक. हो सकता है एक आध घंटे कुछ दिमाग में चल ले, but then very soon I will understand that I'm just fueling my ego by living in this hurt, and I don't want to do that. So this actually is a very nice use of reason. Yeah.
I like those last lines of cleaning.
Yeah. लो आपके लिए हाईलाइट कर दी मैंने.
Monica, question here.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like when we sit down to meditate, or we sit down alone, or the towel example which you gave, wherein before going to sleep we just clear our mind of all the thoughts and lay still. So during that time, a lot of thoughts keep coming and coming and coming. So most of it would be garbage, right? And we must be capable of sending those thoughts away.
Yes.
But a lot of times, there are some thoughts which kind of are deeply embedded in your mind.
बिल्कुल.
And even if you try to keep them away for a while, they are away, but then they keep coming back. So it's a recurring process wherein you are sending them back, and they automatically, the moment your mind is silent, they peep out from somewhere or the other.
बिल्कुल.
So, let's say, it happens with me a lot of times, which kind of tells me not to lay still, not to kind of try and focus and just be occupied with work, maybe read something instead of just lying still. So let's say if I lie down, so I imagine myself just lying down, not doing anything on the bed, and it feels like I am a dead body. So then I get the thoughts of my brother. Let's say if I do that meditation, that psychic fire meditation, wherein we have to imagine the thoughts of an inner fire and
Hmm.
all our negative things in the fire. So then I start imagining the fire of my brother. So how do I kind of, get free of all these thoughts which keep on troubling me? I mean, I know these thoughts. If I practically or theoretically see, it's in our hand to kind of keep these thoughts away.
Yeah.
But
Many not able to. Huh?
हाँ,
Is not able to.
so
Yeah.
फिर I avoid being into situations wherein such thoughts come.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it's a tricky situation wherein for probably this path one has to ponder over the inner peace and things like these. But then the first class wherein you said that we need to sit with pain and suffering and kind of face it, that's still not happened with me.
Hmm. Hmm. So Ritu, I can just share my own experience with a lot of anxiety and restlessness and what has helped me. So you're right that many a time one is not able to shoo them away. They are very deep. They keep on coming back. And how I got help in such a situation when some thoughts or feelings would not go away. They will keep on coming back. I will not try to then push them away. I will stay with them. And I will actually play dead in the sense, that a mother, I give up. I don't have this energy to handle these thoughts and emotions. I give up. I'm not trying anymore. And in that hopelessness, if I can say, what happens is that the weight of those thoughts and pain, that weight takes me deeper. So I'm not now trying to push them away. I'm with the weight. Imagine, I use that paper and stone, a rock is tied to a paper. What will happen to the paper? The paper will sink along with the rock. So the rock is the heavy weight of the thoughts and feelings which are not going away. And paper is my, if I can say, the focus or attention, which is mostly on the surface. It's lying on the surface. Now, what I am doing is I am using the weight of that heaviness in order to sink deeper into my being, as if the being is the ocean. So I am allowing all that rubbish or garbage that is not going away to take me deeper in the being. अब उसमें मेरे को ज़्यादा स्ट्रगल की ज़रूरत नहीं है. It's actually a very helpless situation that I am in. That I am lying down and these thoughts are with me, making me heavy. I'm not going to trying to push them away because they don't go away. I don't have energy to push them away. So I use them. And this actually really helped me that I just sank deeper into my being. और उसमें क्या होता है after like slowly you kind of settle down and a strong peace enters the body in whatever form, for everyone the form may differ, but then there is no struggle. तो अगर मुझे स्ट्रगल से मुक्ति पानी है in terms of these restless emotions and anxiety and lot of energy, this chaotic energy, then I use this, and I don't know if it would help you also. Yeah, because I think I can empathize with your state because I've been through this phase, and where one is not able to reject many thoughts. One is able to reject, but many a times one is not able to reject. They are so deep, that something has touched very deeply inside, and these are the very thoughts which have the power to take us to our deeper depths. These are the very ones, क्योंकि वो ऊपर वाली को तो हम शू कर देते हैं, चली जाती हैं. ये वाली जाती नहीं है, ये बार बार आती है, and their intensity can be used actually. हाँ.
Can I add something here?
Yes.
I had a similar incident. Like even at times it comes into the dream, because I had a very, very bossy and a very strict PhD guide. So now my PhD is over, but yet many a times I see him in the dream, and I really get scared. अभी डांटेंगे, अभी बोलेंगे ये काम नहीं किया, तो I had been like doing like this, that whenever I feel that I'm getting that fear, what have learned presently is that one should not resist to that fear which is coming. So I think in your case, if that thought is coming, don't show any resistance towards that thought. Let it come. So, and at that moment, because it's coming, it's very likely we become very reactive towards it. So instead of that, we need to become observant of that particular thought. So if we turn the position from becoming a reactant, from that towards a becoming a observant, I think the effect of that thought reduces to a very great extent, and your position also changes. So then maybe you can travel more deeper within, and slowly eventually that will stop coming. So now I don't get those kind of dreams anymore. Initially I used to get those kind of dreams. Many a times I see him in the same state, like that ray and all that, what used to happen in the university. But now when एक दो बार ऐसे हुआ था, फिर उल्टा हुआ था कि वो डांट रहे हैं and I am like, नो, आई एम इन अ वेरी स्ट्रांग पोजिशन, तो मैंने उनको ड्रीम में रिजेक्ट कर दिया, तो देन द नो थिंग्स आर नॉट हैपनिंग. So maybe that kind of thing can happen. We need to be more observant, not to react to what is coming, and we are not supposed to show any kind of resistance towards what is happening to us. Many a times we are very, very strongly in a position that ऐसा तो नहीं होना चाहिए, ऐसा तो नहीं होना चाहिए, ये क्यों आया, तो वो भी तो एक एक्सपेक्टेशन हो गई कि
बिल्कुल.
भाई ऐसा थॉट मुझे नहीं आना चाहिए, मैं ये कर रही हूँ तो ऐसा थॉट नहीं आना चाहिए. तो
Right.
वो एक्सपेक्टेशन भी नहीं चाहिए, वो आ सकता है, इट्स अ थॉट अल्टीमेटली. सो लेट इट, वॉट एवर इज कमिंग, लेट इट कम, बट वी नीड नॉट टू शो एनी रेजिस्टेंस टूवर्ड्स व्हाट काइंड ऑफ थॉट इज कमिंग. एंड जैसे हमेशा नो मोनिका बोलती है, डोंट फ्यूअल. सो when we are reacting, maybe we fuel, and when we are resisting, that time also we are fueling ultimately indirectly. So not to show any sort of, no, आया तो आया, just आया,
Right.
okay, आया है, that has to be no, the learning के आया है, okay, आया है, but you continue with whatever process you are doing. So if you are meditating, don't stop meditating. If you are doing something like doing that psychic flame exercise, don't stop it. लेट इट हैपन. इवेंचुअली थोड़े टाइम के बाद वो अपने आप ही, उसको वो इग्नोरेंस रहेगा ना कि ये तो ध्यान नहीं दे रही है, तो स्लोली स्लोली निकल जाएगा. इट विल टेक टाइम, बिकॉज सर्टन ब्रूजेस आर वेरी डीप, तो इतना इतना इजिली नहीं जाएगा, बट धीरे धीरे इट इज गोइंग टू गो ऑफ.
Yeah.
बट डोंट लीव द मेडिटेशन पार्ट. इफ यू लीव इट, दैट इज व्हाट इट वांट्स, कि छोड़ दो ना, ये अच्छी अच्छी चीजें क्यों कर रही है, तो मेरा इम्पोर्टेंस खत्म हो जाएगा, तो उसको वो इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं देना है. यू कंटिन्यू विथ योर एक्टिविटी, it will definitely go off.
Yeah.
And when it goes, I have seen in certain cases it's very momentary. वो हमेशा के लिए चला जाता है. It's just in some fraction of moment it's over, and you will be out, and you will not even realize कि निकल गए. इतना माने momentary होता है, बहुत subtly you will come out of it, and it will never then reappear.
Okay.
It's very true.
Yeah.
I think this is very well going with Nehal. If I can add an image to your what you said, वही जो हम नेबर की बात कर रहे थे ना, तो वो बार बार आके परेशान करता है, तो हम उसको अटेंड करने की कोशिश करते हैं, चाहे रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं या उसको चाह रहे हैं कि ये नहीं होना चाहिए, नहीं होना चाहिए. द मोमेंट आई स्टॉप गिविंग दैट नेबर एनी अटेंशन, कि वो अंदर आ भी गया और मुझे लग रहा है कि कोई नहीं आया, नथिंग इज हैपनिंग. So slowly he will stop coming, because he will see that nobody here cares about me, nobody entertains me.
Yeah.
So that's very well with all these thoughts, the more we are entertaining them, reacting to them, or struggling them not to come, the more they come. So that's a beautiful, I think, attitude if one can take of a kind of an observant, kind of a witness attitude. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Nehal. I'll try that. But let's see.
Yeah. Okay, so this last three lines are there. I can just read them out. Mother is saying, "Do not cherish suffering, and suffering will leave you altogether." Again, as we discussed, that if we stop giving any attention to it, not to enjoy suffering when it comes, then it will leave us. And वही होता है कि if I give myself to works which are more important, then I don't have the energy to give time to suffering. Suffering is far from being indispensable to progress. So mother is saying that although all of us have suffering in life, but it's not that it is required ही required है कि जरूरी है उसी के through progress होनी है, ऐसा भी नहीं है. The greatest progress is made through a steady and cheerful equanimity. समता का भाव जो होता है ना कि इट्स ओके, अगर दुख आया तो वो भी सह लेंगे, सुख आया तो वो भी झेल लेंगे, सब कुछ चलेगा, like that. Okay, so I think I would like to shortly touch upon prayers and meditations.
So this is the last class today?
नहीं, अभी तो चलेगी, सितंबर एंड तक है ना हमारा.
अच्छा, ठीक है.
Yeah. I think I also need to give you the rest of the assignments. है ना, मैंने 11-12 वीक तक तो दे दिए ना आपको.
Yeah.
हाँ, तो उसके बाद वाला देना है मुझे अभी शायद. Yes. So this prayers and meditations पे ना हमारा एक कोर्स भी चल रहा है. I don't know how many of Reggie is there. I think Reggie, you are there ना prayers and meditations.
Yes.
हाँ. So those of you who would be interested, because this is a very beautiful thing, prayers and meditations. ये mother used to write these diary notes, diary entries, where as a human being born for a mission, like a divine being taken a human form, she has to go through all the resistances of nature, which as a human being we go through. The egoism, the resistance of the physical body, the resistance of the mind and emotions. So up slowly, this is a movement of her uniting with the divine essence, becoming the divine mother, completely, unified with the divine. और वो prayers and meditations के रूप में mother ने she has written these accounts. So those of us who are interested in this process of surrender, कि कैसे रास्ते में difficulties आएंगी and how to take them in the right attitude, they can go through those recordings जो हैं हमारी online, because there are 4 or few, 5 of us discuss these prayers and discuss also the challenges that we face in our life towards this prayers in general in surrender. तो एक ये prayer है पहले December 2 की. Let's just shortly go through it. Reggie, would you like to
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Should I read from December 2nd, 1912?
Yeah.
So long as one element of the being, one movement of the thought is still subjected to outside influences, not solely under thine, it cannot be said that the true union is realized. There is still the horrible mixture without order and light, for that element, that movement is a world of disorder and darkness. As is the entire earth in the material world, as is the material world in the entire universe. Should I read the next one? Or?
नहीं, we
Okay.
just stay
Okay.
with this first.
Okay.
Yeah. So as we deepen our journey, हमको धीरे धीरे पता लगता है that there are so many movements which are actually anti-divine in nature, if I can say. They are not under divine light, they are not under guidance of the divine essence. और वो इसी को ignorance कहते हैं. This is what is ignorance, that I don't know that I can share this with the divine so that light can be shed upon these hidden movements. So mother is saying, because mother is now unifying her being completely with that divine light. So she is observing that even if one little movement, an element of the being is still subjected to outside influences, कि कोई भी कुछ कहता है और उस पर इतना जबरदस्त असर पड़ जाता है उस movement पे being के, not solely under dine मतलब divine influence के अंदर नहीं है, it cannot be said that the true union is realized. Because slowly mother is integrating all her movements, all the movements within the mother's being are turning to the divine. तो अब हल्का सा भी मूवमेंट इधर उधर होता है तो मदर रिकॉग्नाइजेस कि ये ठीक नहीं था, दिस वाज नॉट अंडर योर लाइट. So mother is saying that as long as this happens, I cannot say that I am fully unified with you. There is still the horrible mixture without order and light, this confusion, this chaos that we all go through. For that element, उस little element के लिए जो अभी नहीं मुड़ा है पूरी तरह से divine के प्रति, that movement is a world. It's like a world of darkness, a world of chaos, as is the entire earth in the material world and the material world in the entire universe. So mother is just telling that दिखने में लगता है एक movement है, but it's actually an entire universe of darkness and disorder which is present in my being, a parallel universe which has not completely turned towards the divine. So the intensity is really great of that disorder. और ये उन्हीं लोगों को बात धीरे धीरे those of us who want to do this unification with the divine light, सिर्फ उन्हीं के अंदर जाएगी ये बात, otherwise ये अंदर नहीं जाएगी. Because if the aspiration to unify is not there, then I will not be able to understand what this passage is trying to say me, tell to me. Yeah.
Monica, in that sense, even when, say, you do reach a level where you're uniting with the divine, there will constantly be some or the other element that will come up because your aspiration is such, and
Yes.
it will show up because now
Yes.
the light is shining through. So it's never ending in that sense. As a mortal being,
Yeah.
you're bound to. That shows that you're on progress because it never really dies, right? Fully dead, it can't be achievable.
That's very true. That's very true. And it's good that it shows up, because only then I realize that it is there. And
Right.
it is present which has not been unified. So the moment I get to know the thing has to be done, I have to turn it to the divine also.
Right.
So usme, there is no need to despair and go in guilt and that mode which we can get sucked into. Just recognize very objectively that okay, it means that this part was not unified with the divine. Abhi bhi yahan pe koi selfish motive or agenda tha. And then turn it to the divine if you are really aspiring greatly.
Right. Great, thanks.
Okay.
Further?
Yeah. The next one here. Okay. So this is another prayer of December 5, 1912.
Right. In peace and silence, the eternal manifests. Allow nothing to disturb you, and the eternal will manifest. Have perfect equality in the face of all eternal will be there, and the face of all eternal will be there. Yes, we should not put much intensity, too much effort into our seeking for thee. The effort and intensity become a veil in front of thee. We must not desire to see thee, for that is still a mental agitation which obscures thy eternal presence. It is the most complete peace, serenity, and equality that all is thou, even as thou art all. And the least vibration in this perfectly pure and calm atmosphere is an obstacle to thy manifestation. No haste, no inquietude, no tension. Thou nothing but thou, without any analysis or any objectivizing, and thou art there without a possible doubt. For all becomes a holy peace and a sacred silence. And that is better than all the meditations in the world.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the importance of peace in our lives. And mother only, I have never first of all, I've not touched upon many things, but one thing which has really given me a lot of grounding in mother's texts is this calling of peace. You know, that peace is a substance that can be called in the being. As good as a substance like water, you can touch and feel water on your skin. One can also use peace to rule the being actually. ये मैंने और कहीं नहीं पढ़ा या सीखा. और ये मदर के वर्ड्स में द काइंड ऑफ अलाइवनेस इट हैज गॉट, यू नो, दैट द हाउ शी यूज्ड पीस, you know, for the stillness of the being, for the immobility of the being, which is actually very important. It's very important because, you know, there is so much nervous energy in us, there is so much restlessness and anxiety in us, all of us, you know, to varying degrees, that if we are not able to settle it down, nothing can move ahead. वही होता है कि इधर से उसने घुमा दिया तो इधर चली गई, उधर घुमा दिया रेस्टलेस एनर्जी ने तो उधर चली गई. नो, इट्स लाइक आई एम अ पपेट ऑफ दोज रेस्टलेस एनर्जीज. सो द मोमेंट आई started practicing in my own life peace, calling peace in the body and actively feeling the stillness and immobility in the whole being, and not letting myself to be a puppet of those restless energies, it actually makes a lot of difference. It actually is magic. And so mother is saying that even if one begins to really struggle कि मुझे तो भगवान को देखना ही देखना है, you know, इस form में देखना है, that form, you know, this is what I want to do, that struggle itself becomes a veil, like a wall in front of me and the divine. क्योंकि उसमें मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ, उसके पीछे प्रीमाइस ये है, प्रीरिक्विजिट नहीं, प्रीमाइस ये है, बेस ये है, that I am at the moment I am not in touch with thee, right? This is the premise. And I really struggling, please मुझे दर्शन दे दो, please मुझे दर्शन दे दो. So I'm just saying to myself that the divine is not with me. So I'm reiterating and making a wall in front of me and the divine. While mother says towards the lower paragraph, you know, that towards the end of this paragraph, that without a doubt I know that you are there. तो अब मुझे restlessness किस चीज की है? चाहे मैं आपको देख पा रही हूँ, चाहे मैं नहीं देख पा रही हूँ, if I'm able to see you in some form, or maybe not able to even feel your presence many a times, even then I know that you are there. Now there is no need of restlessness. So that solid faith, if one can develop in one's being, that no matter whatever ugly, however ugly may be the situation I have to go through, there is no doubt that the divine is not with me. I think that really stabilizes the being a lot. The solid faith. And mother is saying that without peace, serenity and equality, nothing is possible. No progress is possible. ये वही बात है, you know, we have used this visual image a couple of times. I will try to put it forward again. That imagine that there is a waterfall now which has to fall upon in my container, which is me. And if the container is not stable, it is a puppet of restless energies, then the waterfall cannot think of possibly pouring itself into this container. So the container has to be absolutely still in as much as of a capacity I can do it. क्योंकि अलग अलग टाइम पे मेरा जरूरी नहीं है मैं पूरी तरह से स्टिलनेस कॉल कर सकूं, but in as much as of a capacity I can call stillness and peace in the being, not being a puppet to restless and nervous energies. The more the divine grace will be able to kind of, you know, fall into this container which is me, and I'll be able to take it forward. Otherwise कोई चांस नहीं है लाइट का, क्लैरिटी का, if I cannot have peace in the being. So this peace is one really very strong aspect of moving on this path. And one cannot call peace if aspiration is not there. So if I don't want purification in my life at the moment, if there is no willingness to further sanctify myself, then I will not be able to call peace. And if there is willingness, then I can do rejection also, and then peace can also be called. So if I am not able to call peace at times in my life, then it just tells me that I'm not aspiring in the sense that there is some lack of willingness. अभी कुछ है part मेरा जो अभी आगे बढ़ने को तैयार नहीं है, progress के लिए तैयार नहीं है. Yeah. And actually, this mother is saying that this is better than all meditations in the world. That this is a big thing to say. And it actually is, because this is an active process of meditation. You are establishing peace and stillness in the being. Try it. I mean, all of us must try it, really. And it actually is very, very, very meditative in nature. And if one can go to sleep in this state, calling actively stillness and immobility in the being, it does wonders in the sleep. First of all, you get rested very quickly. In a few hours, you are feeling rested, and it's a beautiful sleep. You must experience it for your own self. Yeah.
Could you say that because I've stopped using any techniques or methods or anything because it dilutes the essence somehow for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So would you say the starting point, because that's how even I started off,
Yeah.
was stilling the body itself? That was the first aspect.
Yeah, stilling the body in the sense of movements.
Yeah, because that's the most frontal thing that exists, and then the inner, right? Because when the vessel is still, then everything inside becomes stiller.
Yes, stilling the body is a very important part of this. Yeah.
Would you say that's like a initial step? Could
I would
that be an
say
initial?
parallel step. Yeah, initial
Parallel.
also, but parallel also because, yeah, initial भी कह सकते हो, parallel भी कहोगे.
Okay.
And the more I am able to establish peace within the being, then even if I am doing an active process through my body, my body will not need to be still in order to experience and work from that stillness within.
Right.
So ऊपर ऊपर से movements हो रहे हैं, but I can experience at the same time parallelly a deep stillness in the being itself, which is not visible. Huh.
Okay. So the reverse can also work, parallelly can also work, and initially also you can do
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, any person, next one can read this December 11. Yeah. एक चीज मैं कहना चाहूंगी यहाँ पे, what I've experienced before you begin. तब डिसाइड कर लो पहले, अक्कड़ बक्कड़ बम्बे बो कर लो कौन पड़ेगा. तब तक मैं बोल देती हूँ. This the more agitation we have in the body, the more restless a person is, I think the more beautiful a chance to experience a deep stillness in the being. क्योंकि वो जो अभी बाहर की तरफ डायरेक्टेड है, ऑल दैट रेस्टलेसनेस, रिवेंज, हेट एंड दैट एक्साइटमेंट, all of that, imagine if that intensity is turned within the being, I am able to reach much deeper than, if I, not comparing but just telling as a fact, matter of fact, a person who is not having that much of energy and enthusiasm in general in life, he will not be able to touch deeper depths. So मैं सिर्फ ये बताना चाह रही हूँ कि फेस वैल्यू पे लगता है कि हाय मेरे में तो बहुत रेस्टलेसनेस है, मेरे में तो बहुत एंजाइटी है, but all of that, if turned properly towards within the being, it has a very, very strong intensity to go deeper within and reach much depths than a person who does not have enough energy in a usual kind of a life. So the more bigger challenge I have, the more depth I can actually gain for my own self in my life. Yeah. ठीक है.
Also, more than the more aspiration you will need to do that, right? The bigger the challenge.
See, हाँ, the aspiration need की ज़्यादा ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, because see, this enthusiasm is coming from the vital. It's coming from the emotional part. The only thing is that it is not channeled properly. Abhi. At the moment, it is directed towards outer situations, outer persons, all the expectations. The moment I begin to a little bit turn it towards the divine, कि मुझे पता है अब वहाँ पे नहीं मिल रहा, रीजन इज ऑल्सो सेइंग कि वहाँ नहीं मिल रहा, अब कहीं और जाना पड़ेगा, all this energy automatically fires the aspiration. तो वो जो रेस्टलेसनेस अभी सारी बाहर की तरफ थी, अब वो ऑटोमेटिकली इट इज फ्यूलिंग दैट एस्पिरेशन, बिकॉज एनर्जी तो बहुत है, बट उसको अभी प्रॉपर, जैसे छोटा बच्चा होता है, यू नो, छोटे बच्चे, सम ऑफ देम आर रियली वेरी रेस्टलेस. It's not that they are restless, it's just that they the parents or the caretakers yet don't know what exactly should channel this energy in this particular kid. So imagine this, my little one, he loves to play with this mixture of, you know, clay and mud. मतलब कोई सोचा भी नहीं होगा दिमाग में, और उसको he likes to mix, you know, चावल मिला दिया, दही मिला दी, and उसको कुछ इडली बना रहे हैं, that kind of weird mixtures. So if I am not able to channel him properly in this direction where his vital energy wants to go, then I see that he becomes restless. तो अगर एक काइंड ऑफ, यू नो, धीरे धीरे करते करते, एक्सपेरिमेंट करते करते मुझे ये पता लग जाए कि हाँ, आई हैव अ लॉट ऑफ एनर्जी बट आई डोंट येट नो हाउ टू चैनल इट, तब वो सारी एनर्जी, ऑल दैट वाइटल पैशन गोज इनटू दैट एस्पिरेशन टुवर्ड्स द डिवाइन. उसमें आपको ज्यादा फ्यूलिंग भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि तमस की कमी है ना, inertia is not there, there is a lot of energy, so it automatically goes, like rushes to the divine. But obviously there will be challenges on the way and difficulties of its own nature, but yeah, the energy is there.
I face a similar sort of a problem many a times. Like, I get so many ideas and so many thoughts, and I basically divided in my profession and my work profile at number of different areas. So what happens is, like, in each area I get thousands different sorts of ideas, and then I get confused because I don't know how to get directed in which area and which thought can work well and how to prioritize it in an appropriate way. Ultimately, what is happening presently is that confusion level increases so much because I am getting so many thoughts and so many ideas that I end up in a bad way. So I'm not able to, the way you are saying, channelize in an appropriate way. So then I have to leave it for a while कि अभी
Yeah.
छोड़ो, कुछ भी नहीं करना है, क्योंकि इतना कुछ आता है दिमाग में. I many a times write them down, but वो कई बार तो ऐसा होता है कि मेरा thought process मेरे writing से faster हो जाता है. तो how can one slow this down? And it's really a big confusion. Then फिर क्या होगा अगर मैं उसमें अटक गई confusion में, तो वो इतना ज़्यादा घिर जाता है that I really seep in badly and I'm like lost totally for that day. फिर वो मेरा दिन गया, मैंने फिर उस दिन कुछ actually काम ही नहीं होगा because of that so many fast thoughts coming for, and they are all good ideas. ऐसा भी नहीं कि मैं कुछ काम का नहीं है या कुछ परेशान कर रहा है, but there are so many ideas coming to your mind one after the other and you just don't know how to handle them.
हाँ, ये नेहल वही बात हो गई ना जो अभी हम बात कर रहे थे वाटरफॉल की.
Yeah.
So ideas are coming from the higher domains, yes, huh? But if I don't have the stillness in my being to contain them, I will not be able to use them at all properly. तो कुछ नहीं करना, peace, you have to still the being. The
Yeah.
more still the being is, है ना, तो आपको धीरे धीरे गाइडेंस भी मिलती रहेगी. अभी what is the time, you know, like which idea has to be followed and which others have to rest. If I don't have the stillness in the being, then it will make me suffer and make me more restless and anxious. Yeah.
So can I put it like this, that I am still not that grounded to know
हम्म,
to take up the kind of ideas I am receiving?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल ग्राउंडिंग की जरूरत है. हाँ, सही कह रहे हो आप. And
Okay.
peace gives that grounding, you know. Peace
Okay.
stabilizes us, you know. It roots us deeper. So yes, grounding is needed.
Okay.
Hmm.
This makes real good sense, because this is always a big problem to me.
Hmm.
आता रहता है और वो अटकता नहीं है.
सबके साथ ही है. हाँ. Yeah.
So who
Yeah,
is
I'll read.
reading? Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
read.
Mm.
This is December 11, 1912, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I await without haste, without inquietude, the tearing of another veil, the union made more complete. I know that the veil is formed of a whole mass of small imperfections, of attachments without number. How shall all these disappear? Slowly, as a result of countless small efforts and a vigilance not faltering even for a moment, or suddenly through a great illumination of thy Alpecent love. I know not. I do not even put to myself the question. I wait, keep watching as best as I can, in the certitude that nothing exists save thy will. That thou alone art the doer, and I am the instrument, and when the instrument is ready for a completer manifestation, the manifestation will quite naturally take place. Already there is heard from behind the veil of the wordless symphony of gladness that reveals thy sublime presence.
Yeah. So now again, as I told you earlier, mother is on her journey towards this complete unification with the divine, being born as a human being with all the egoism, all the masks, all the resistances of mind, thoughts, and emotions. And now this being is as if traveling towards the divine, towards a unification. Okay? So mother is writing this in her note that now I await without haste. कोई जल्दी नहीं है. Without haste, without inquietude, कोई restlessness नहीं है मेरे being में. I know that I have to completely merge into you, but there is no hurry because there is a certitude, एक surety है that yes, this has to happen and this will happen at its proper time. एक solid streak of faith is there. I await without haste, without inquietude, the tearing of another veil. Amazing. I mean, you know, so what happens? How does this tearing of veil happen in our life? So we were talking about hurt earlier, right? Abhiman and pride. The more hurt I allow myself to go through, allow, not rejecting it. कि अच्छा हुआ ये हर्ट मेरे को दिखी, इसका मतलब अभी एक और लेयर थी जो मेरे ऊपर चिपकी हुई थी, जिसको मैंने अपना बनाया हुआ था. तो अच्छा है ये दिखी और निकल गई, बिकॉज एक बार वो हिट होता है तभी उसके बाद द वन लेयर इज शेड ऑफ. तो मदर इज अवेटिंग बट विदाउट रेस्टलेसनेस दिस टीयरिंग ऑफ अनदर वेल, the union made more complete. And mother is talking about that nature of that veil, that veil that separates us from the divine. I know that the veil is formed of a whole mass of small imperfections, small manipulations of the ego. It's all this egoism, comes in various forms. Small things of attaching yourself here and there, not even knowing many a times, without number, endless pleasure. How shall all these disappear? Slowly, as the result of countless small efforts, little baby steps, as we are trying in our own lives, as a result of countless small efforts and a vigilance, not faltering even for a moment, or suddenly through a great illumination of thy all puissant love. So, Mother is saying your all powerful love, a love which has a great transformative power. This is how this wheel will be slowly shed. बहुत सारी चीजें देखो पैरेलली काम कर रही हैं. vigilance, small efforts are very, very important. Along with that, the power of the divine grace. So I cannot just rest on the couch saying, "Hey Bhagwan, मैंने तो तुझे दे दिया सब कुछ, अब तू ही कर." You know, that is tamas, that is inertia. We all know that. That is our own manipulation of other kind. So we also have to put a little baby efforts in our path, on our path. Plus, a lot of things are taken care directly by divine grace. When I'm putting personal effort, that is also coming from divine grace only, because मेरी सांस कौन चला रहा है मुझे तो नहीं पता ना. So जो सांस चला रहा है वही मुझे ताकत भी दे रहा है काम करने की. So ultimately it's all divine grace only, nothing else exists than divine grace. But if we can kind of figure it out in two different forms, there is one divine grace which acts via my effort, and the other divine grace which directly shines in invariable forms which I may not be even aware of, right? I know not, I do not even put to myself the question. I wait, keeping watch as best as I can in the certitude that nothing exists save thy will. So मैं बार बार अपने आप को रिमाइंड कराती हूँ कि तुम्हारी विल के अलावा कुछ नहीं एग्जिस्ट करता. It's your will that exists, that is making me work, that is guiding me further. That thou alone art the doer. You are the doer. I may think that I am the doer at times, but actually I know that even my breath is not in my control. So how can I be the doer? And I am the instrument. And when the instrument is ready for a completer manifestation, कि अभी पूरा unification नहीं हुआ है, the manifestation will quite naturally take place. मुझे इसमें कोई haste नहीं है, जल्दी नहीं है. अगर मेरा अभी यूनिफिकेशन डिवाइन के साथ कंप्लीटली नहीं हुआ है, इसका मतलब आई नीड टू गो फर्दर स्टेप्स. There are many wheels that need to be shed. Simple. So what is the haste then? I am preparing myself, you know, as a bride prepares for the groom. You know, it's even in Sufi mysticism, it is actually, we are considered as the brides. All of us, irrespective of being a man or a woman, we are the brides. We are preparing ourselves for this union with the beloved. And when I am prepared enough, then the divine manifests through me completely. तो इसमें जल्दीबाजी नहीं है, इसमें बस ये है कि मुझे पता है कि अभी और बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो चेंज होनी है. Already there is heard from behind the veil the wordless symphony of gladness that reveals thy sublime presence. So Mother is saying that although the manifestation is not complete, yet I feel thy sweet presence. I know that इस व्हील के पीछे, एक पर्दे के पीछे आप ही हो, and very soon we are to be united. You know, that gladness is there, the wordless symphony, the nectar of the divine presence. I can taste, and I know that you are there. That surety is there, right? Okay, if not anything at this, then we can take the last one up. Oh, this color is not very nice. Wait. Yeah. Nehal, you want to take this one up? You are muted.
I can't read this. These are very small fonts.
अच्छा मैं बड़ा कर दूं?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Just a second. अभी ठीक है?
हाँ ठीक है.
Okay.
Grant, O Lord, that I may be like a fire that illumines and gives warmth, like a spring of water that quenches thirst, like a tree that shelters and protects. Men are so unhappy and ignorant, and have so great a need of help. My trust in thee, the certitude within me, grow deeper day by day, and day by day do I feel thy love more ardent within my heart, thy light more brilliant, and yet also more sweet, and more am I unable to distinguish thy work from my life and my individual being from the entire earth. O Lord, Lord, thy splendor is infinite, marvelous is thy truth, and thy all powerful love shall save the world.
Yeah. Yes. So here, again, as we were talking about setting up a higher aim for ourselves. So mother is there on a mission on earth. Mother is not present on earth for her own self. Mother is there for the mission. So she is pushing herself for the mission and saying, uh, you know, oh Lord, may I like be a fire that illumines and gives warmth, because she sees so much of suffering present in the world. कि मेरे को तू ऐसा बना दे कि I can give light to people, give warmth to people, which people so badly need on this earth, like a spring of water that quenches thirst, like a tree that shelters and protects. And mother was actually a divine, if we can say, and a kind of a complete manifestation of these words that are being written. Even now, people who are uh, having faith enough to experience her in our lives, they can very well agree to this fact that it is a living presence. Even when mother is not in the physical body, she is the Shakti, she is the presence which guides us and which illumines our path. There is no doubt about it. But the thing is that if we have doubts about it, then we cannot go further on this path. So the first thing is to have faith. Without that, nothing can happen. Yeah, my trust in thee, the certitude within me grow deeper day by day, and day by day do I feel thy love more ardent within my heart. So divine love is now manifesting in mother's heart, so that it can actually get in touch with the matter on earth, so that when I am in touch with the mother, I can actually feel this touch, this connect of the divine love through the mother, through the mother's presence. Thy light more brilliant and yet also more sweet, and more am I unable to distinguish thy work from my life and my individual being from the entire earth. So, this is, as I said earlier, this is a journey of mother from being a human being to a complete incarnation of divine mother. A unification with the divine mother is happening, and slowly as the veils are shed, mother is saying that now I feel that divinity inseparable from the human being that I am. So more and more unification is there. There is no separation, there is a lack of separation. O Lord, thy splendor is infinite, marvelous is thy truth, and thy all powerful love shall save the world. ये जो journey from ignorance or darkness to light, which all of us have to do as human beings on this earth. So mother is very, very in surety that yes, your all powerful love will, shall save the world. Love has this transformative effect. The only thing is that one has to actually open oneself to this love. If we are unable to open ourselves, होता है ना कि झरने के पास रह के भी तुम प्यासे रह सकते हो. It is very well often. So if I am not ready yet to drink, if I am not even able to recognize that I am thirsty, how will I partake of that water? So पहले तो ये need arise हो that yes, I am thirsty and my thirst is not getting quenched by any other thing, then only this aspiration towards, partaking of that water from the spring can emerge. अगर हम अपने भुलावे में रहेंगे, yes I know what to do with my life and I'm fine, no need to tussle myself with these truths, I don't want to read about this in scriptures and all that, then we can remain in our illusion as long as we want, because owing to the free will है ना, free surrender है, free existence है, so nobody can force us here. Yeah, I think that's it for today. So anything
So
from
here in this prayers, mother is actually speaking. It's like when it's written, it is she is talking about the thing. We have to take it in that sense.
uh, so mother has actually given us a, if I can say, a way, है ना, she has shown us, just a second, I just want to stop the screen share. Anyway, so so see, mother took a human birth so that she can guide us, that being in a human form, how can you actually move towards light. So these prayers are to be used by us who are very much mortal beings, human beings, but we are also not immortal also, we have something in us which is immortal. So how to give more focus to that immortality, the light within, and to bring that light into also the darkness of the being, है ना, जैसे मेंटल डोमेन में डार्कनेस है, फीलिंग्स के डोमेन में डार्कनेस है, फिजिकल में डार्कनेस है, हाउ टू fill the whole being with that light. So this is the path that mother has shown us if we want to give it a heed. Yeah.
Okay. So it's like not like those regular prayers that we keep on reciting. These are very thoughtful
Yeah.
ones.
Yes, yes, yes. And it actually, these prayers and meditation also show us that what is the right way to pray, because we don't even know how to pray. मतलब हमारी prayers तो ऐसी होती हैं कि बीमार हैं तो ठीक कर दे, बीमार है तो ठीक कर दे, हमारे घर में किसी की तबीयत खराब है तो उसको ठीक कर दे, हमारी प्रेयर्स इस तरीके की ज्यादा होती हैं. बट दिस इज एक्चुअली अ completely different way of praying, which is actually very selfless and towards something higher, a deeper truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anything else from today, Raji, Ritu? Yeah, shall we call it a day?
Yes, I'm full.
Good.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
And there's quite a lot of good bit reading material actually. So a lot to digest, and I think that let's just sit with it,
Yeah. Good.
मोनिका, ये बीच का सारा we left so many pages, ये खुद ही करना पड़ेगा.
कौन सा?
all these pages बीच में जो है.
नहीं, we didn't leave anything. We I think we covered all the stuff.
We
आप
did.
हाँ, तो जो हमने एक दो मीटिंग्स पढ़ी है ना, where you were not able to attend,
अच्छा अच्छा.
मेरे ख्याल
Okay.
से cover
We've
किया.
done. This is a lot, ना?
हाँ
नहीं, last I attended.
हाँ, उसके पहले वाले एक तो हुए थे ना शायद, उसमें I think we
Yeah.
covered a bit, quite a bit.
Before that, yes, before that.
Okay, okay. Okay, letters on yoga. A childlike trust. ये सब हो गया.
Childlike trust हुआ है मेरे ख्याल से,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, so
I hope you're not skipping anything.
नहीं नहीं आप
अरे ले सकते हैं ना, नेक्स्ट मीटिंग में ले सकते हैं, कुछ ऐसा रह गया है तो.
कुछ रह गया तो we can take it up. हाँ, अभी तो
हमने
टाइम.
एक बार वो रिपीट किया था ना, एक सेशन वी हैड डन लाइक रिपीटेशन, वैसा कर सकते हैं. नथिंग इज रॉन्ग इन दैट.
हाँ हाँ.
हाँ, नहीं, I'll go through it on my own.
I solely rely on these stuffs, classes more. मेरा
Yeah.
इतना रीडिंग नहीं होता है जितना क्लासेस में हो जाता है.
So which is the next course you're going to be beginning after this? Same thing again?
Actually, हाँ, pain and suffering होगा through Sakar. Pain and suffering will happen, and it will be 8 weeks. That is what is suggested now. That it will be 8 weeks and maybe a little bit of change of structure. और थोड़ा पैसा थोड़ा और कम रहेगा ताकि more people can attend. You know. तो देखते हैं, मतलब एक कोर्स तो अभी चल ही रहा है, prayers and meditations, if you are aware of that.
That
But
is also with Sakar only?
that is not with Sakar. That is, I asked Dr. Alok Pandey for that, if I can make a course on that, and then I made a course that is totally under Living Light, or with the guidance of Dr. Alok Pandey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Alok Pandey is in Pondicherry?
He's in Pondicherry, and because I used to, listen to his talks on these, he gives so many talks. So when I was listening to prayers and meditations, I thought that they are really, really very powerful and can actually bring one from really from a dark phase to light, because they did that to me. So then I asked him whether I can, make a short little course, and then people were also interested. So then
So,
we began.
this sheet of prayer and meditation is from the same course.
नहीं, ये देखो, there is a booklet actually of prayers and meditations of the
Okay,
mother.
okay.
So what I have given you is directly from that booklet, and what we discuss in prayers and meditations, if you want to have a try, enough stuff is available on the YouTube channel.
Okay,
उसमें
okay.
हमने डाल रखा है, all the recordings we put there. तो उसमें क्या करते हैं, first we listen to the talk on prayer and meditation of the mother. जैसे मान लो December 5 की prayer है, उस पे Dr. Alok Pandey has given a talk, and we because I was transcribing those talks, तो उसका मैं transcript दे देती हूँ पढ़ने के लिए कि you listen to the talk or read the transcript, and then we try to practice in our daily life. So what are the challenges that I would face in daily life if I want to walk this path of surrender? That is what we discuss in those sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So any suggestions you guys would have, on the course, or maybe new courses that you may want to, not maybe you, maybe you want to suggest some names, कि ये theme होनी चाहिए course की. So I'll be asking you soon for a feedback also. है ना, और एक सेल्फ अप्रेजल भी मुझे बोला गया था कि देयर शुड बी अ सेल्फ अप्रेजल एट द एंड ऑफ द कोर्स, दैट यू डिसाइड, यू राइट अबाउट योरसेल्फ, हाउ what in the beginning and how do you feel at the moment, how is it benefited you, or how do you, feel within yourself, like that. So वो होगा अभी धीरे धीरे, I'll move ahead towards that also.
No, ये course was very good. It covered a lot of things. In fact, the topics which are covered in the Harmony Circle and the other things, it's all being covered in this also.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, surrender, ego, peace. Yeah, a lot of it. In fact, if we do this again and again, all the written material which you've given, every time we try and pick up something new.
True, very true.
Yeah. इसका कोई एग्जाम नहीं होगा?
इतना बड़ा पूरा जिंदगी का एग्जाम है एक और तुम्हें.
You should give us some real life situations, and then you should test us out how
As
effective
if
the
you
course
don't have
was.
enough, Ritu, you are saying as if you don't have enough real life situations.
Ani, during the course, maybe next chapter, next meeting you have a test.
I don't want to be so cruel to you, I can't do that.
Not
Thank
cruel.
you. I don't want test.
I'm good, Ritu. I'm good. You can give Ritu the test by yourself.
Give us situations wherein we should get angry and then see whether we call peace or not.
I think if you're truly aspiring, life is a huge test. If you're
Huge
truly
test,
aspiring,
yeah.
I don't think you need any more.
Why would I want to torture you for another test, than life? I don't want to do that.
बट थोड़ा सा जैसे होता है ना, वो जैसे वहां जाते हैं पेंट बॉल में, रियल लाइफ सिचुएशंस दे क्रिएट वेयर इन यू हैव टू फाइट. Something like that.
Good one. I think that's a good idea, but I am incapable at the moment to test, devise a test for you. I can't, I don't have that enthusiasm that, or maybe that cruelty that is needed to put you into test.
They don't give us more pain and suffering, just short-term kind of things, like
I
an
know.
angry situation wherein we lose our self-control.
Good one,
We
good
start
one.
shouting at each other,
Okay,
things like these.
let me think about it. Maybe we can have.
You should. If you try it, you'll be able to do it. That's gonna be making the course more interesting.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, let me sit on
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
good idea.
Hmm. So what are we gonna discuss in the next meeting?
Yeah, मेरे ख्याल से the written material is all this, or maybe I'll need to check whether there is more written material. और उसके बाद assignments मुझे आप लोगों को देने हैं last 2 weeks जो बचे हैं
Hmm.
उसके देने हैं. So let me just get back soon. अभी मुझे देखना पड़ेगा. I have not been in touch much कि कितना रह गया है कितना दे दिया है.
Hmm. What about the follow-up of the assignments you gave us earlier? मतलब शुरू में you told us to keep trying or to sit over it and think about it. तो उसका कुछ मतलब kind of before and now वाला situation.
See, if this is totally flexible, so if you think I should be kind of interfering, if I can say, in that, or maybe following up on that, I am most happy to do that. But because this was a see, a pain and suffering हमने पढ़ तो लिया इसमें 6 महीने मतलब जितने भी महीने लगे हमको 6 महीने हुए ना कितने हुए
16 weeks है ना?
चार महीने
It's
4
been
months.
four
हाँ
months.
तो
हाँ.
4 months. But this, as we all know and see, that this is a lifelong of a process. तो आई एम नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग कि जो अभी शुरू हुआ था वो अभी से उसके रिजल्ट्स दिखने लग जाएंगे. आई एम नॉट एक्सपेक्टिंग एंड दैट इज व्हाई आई डिड नॉट फील द नीड टू फॉलो अप आल्सो. और जो चेंज इतना जल्दी होगा वो बहुत जल्दी रिवर्स भी हो सकता है. सो आई एम बिकॉज कमिंग आउट ऑफ माय ओन एक्सपीरियंसेस आई सी दैट चेंज नीड्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम. मुझे लगता है कि मैं बेटर हो गई हूँ बट देन अगेन अ डाउनफॉल कम्स एंड इट चैलेंज मी अगेन कि हे तुझे तो लग रहा था तू सीख गई अब बता कहाँ गई तेरी वो पेरेंट्स.
Why I'm asking you this is कि when you're gonna test us and I fail, then you'll enroll me in the next session free of cost. So that way.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Free of cost. See, अभी भी you would not believe half of us are doing it free of cost. I will not tell
Okay.
the names, but yeah, there are people who have only given very little amount of money. So cost is never an issue. You are most
Okay.
welcome to join us.
Yeah.
No, but I think she can do like that, that in the next course, she may call us for our experiences,
Ah,
that can be done.
Testimonials.
yeah, pain
So,
and suffering.
नहीं वो मैंने जो भी मटेरियल दे रहे हैं ना तो लेट अस थ्रो लिटिल लाइट ऑन इट एंड देन सी तो हमारा टेस्टिंग हो जाएगा कि
Yeah.
समझ में आया था क्या ये पढ़ रहे थे तो क्या किया.
Yeah,